Okay, so Borderlands 4 is finally here. It has officially dropped, and you know what that means? The first wave of reviews is flooding the internet, so let's get right into it and see what everyone's saying. And right out of the gate, we're seeing a pretty big number, an 84 average score. Now, for a huge release like this, anything in the mid-80s is, well, it's a massive critical success. So on the surface, it really looks like we have a certified hit on our hands. But hold on a second, there's a catch, and I mean a huge one. That glowing 84 average, it's based completely on PC reviews. Right now, as the game launches, there's just total radio silence on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox versions, and that raises a pretty massive question for, well, most of the people who are going to play this game. Okay, so before we get into that whole mystery, let's look at the good stuff. What's actually making that PC version score so incredibly high? What are the critics really loving about Borderlands 4? And man, when you actually read the reviews, the excitement is just off the charts. Critics are saying things exactly like this: Borderlands perfected. That's not just hype. That's not something you say about a small sequel. They're basically saying this is a massive leap forward for the whole series. And that praise goes way beyond just the main story. It's all about the game's depth, how much there is to do. You know, in an age where so many games feel a little thin at launch, reviewers are making it very clear that this one is absolutely packed with stuff to keep you busy long after the credits have rolled. So when you boil it all down, you get a really clear picture. Yeah, the shooting is better, the new movement stuff is cool, but what seems to be a huge sigh of relief for everyone is a key decision. They didn't turn this into a live service game. It's a full, complete package from day one, and for us players, that's a massive win. All right, so the game itself sounds fantastic, right? But that just brings us right back to the elephant in the room, this really strange and honestly pretty concerning silence about the console versions. I mean, just look at this. The difference is night and day. On one side, for PC, you've got dozens of scores, videos, deep dive articles. And on the other, for PlayStation and Xbox, nothing. A complete information blackout. It's a ghost town. Now look, let's be real. This sort of thing doesn't usually happen by accident. In the games industry, sometimes holding back review codes for certain platforms can be, well, a tactic. It's a way to control the story, maybe hide some performance problems until after the game is already in everyone's hands. So, are there any clues we can find? Any breadcrumbs hidden inside those amazing PC reviews? Well, if you start to dig a little deeper, even among all that praise, some very consistent warning signs start to pop up. And what's so fascinating is you'll find these complaints tucked away inside glowing 9 out of 10 reviews. This phrase, poor optimization, just comes up again and again. And these aren't critiques about how fun the game is, they're about its technical foundation. It's a huge sign the game is struggling to run smoothly, even on really powerful computers. This little sentiment right here, this is the key. It's a phrase you'll see in otherwise rave reviews, but it is a massive red flag. Because you know, when the best case scenario version of a game, the PC version, has performance issues, it really makes you wonder. And that leads us to the logical, pretty much unavoidable question. If a top-of-the-line gaming PC is having a tough time with optimization, what in the world could that mean for the fixed hardware in a PS5 or an Xbox? And suddenly, the radio silence starts to make a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? So, what does this all mean for you if you're sitting there, wallet in hand, ready to dive in? Here's a super simple, practical way to handle this. It's something I call the 72-hour rule, and trust me, it is your best friend during launch week. For the first 3 days, just wait. Just watch. See what real players are saying on Twitch, on YouTube, on Reddit. Let the dust settle. Then, once you have all the real-world info, you can buy with total confidence. Think of it this way. You don't have to be the guinea pig. By waiting just a little bit, you're letting the most eager day one players test the waters for you. The real experiences, the good, the bad, and the buggy, end up being the most honest reviews you could ever ask for. So as we wrap this up, it really all comes down to a simple choice. Borderlands 4 sounds like it's a genuinely fantastic game at its core, but it's launching under this big, dark cloud of technical uncertainty for consoles. So the only real question left is the one you have to answer for yourself. Is all that shiny new loot worth the launch day risk?